presidential suite.
Well, it's not mine, Augusta. It's the hotel.
And let you use it as a private playground. Well, I must say it is an improvement over that grubby apartment of yours.
Tell him, Augusta. Be a good wife. Insult your lover.
I warn you, I don't have long.
You have as long as it takes, Peter.
That's right. Don't rush it. Take your time. This is going to be fun. To mine. Constant wife, unfaithful as she may be.
What'd you like to drink, Augusta? The bar's pretty well stocked.
Oh, well, then by all means, champagne.
Is this a spot? Is this a blemish I see before me? An imperfection in an otherwise perfect wife?
Well?
Don't push me, Peter. I have a lot to say. You'll just have to hear me out.
That's right. I'll hear you out, Augusta. Take your time. I want to hear it all.
Where you been, Joe? Got your message?
Among other things, I've been following you. For a change, I'm in control of the situation here. What have you got there? I want to see it.
How'd you find me here?
I saw you watching Santana. I followed you to her apartment, saw you break in after she left. I knew what you were doing.
I was doing it for you, Joe.
Sure you were.
I had to find out how much Santana knew.
You figured, close as she was to Channing, you must have told her about this place and how to get into it.
Oh, that's right. I found it.
I let you find it. This time, instead of me doing the dirty work, the dangerous things, it's been you, and I like it that way. Hurry up. I want to get out of here.
I think I got almost all of it.
You better get it all. I can't wait to see this stuff. I think this is going to tell us who really killed Channing. If I'm right, and it does,
What then?
then I'm going to take the proof and you straight to the police. Come on, hurry up.
I want you to work for me.
Well, thanks, but I already have a job.
Think of it as moonlighting. I know that you did everything Mason wanted you to do, and I'm sure he paid you very well. I can do the same.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Peter, let's not waste time by pretending. I remember that time that you came up to the house and asked about our valuable paperwork, trusts and title documents. And I, like a fool, told you we kept everything at the house. You left, and shortly after that, Mason Capwell and the police were there searching the house.
Get to the point.
So you told him, Augusta?
Peter, you admitted that Mason staged that search to get information on the beachfront property.
So?
Peter, you've been playing double agent, and you know what happens to people when they're found out. They get punished by both sides.
Augusta, you're crazy. I never deliberately did anything regarding that beachfront property. You just misunderstood. And as far as Mason showing up, well, that's...
Peter, you're such a terrible liar.
You know, I hope Mason gets everything he wants. I'd like nothing better than to see all of you Lockridges run right out of town.
Bet you would, but you won't. You won't.
Let's not talk about what you want. Let's talk about what I want. I want you to help me.
How? Not that I will, but how?
By telling me everything Mason does and keeping me posted on everything he does that pertains to us.
I'm not going to do that. Why don't you get that husband of yours to help?
Lionel, I can't depend on him. He's incompetent. He's a dilettante.
Incompetent? Dilettante?
Why don't you give him a chance, Augusta? You might be surprised what he could do.
Yeah, you're damn right she would be. Stick up for me, you weasel.
I don't want to hear your defense of my husband. I want to hear what you're going to do for me.
I already told you I'm not going to do anything for you, Augusta. When are you going to stop thinking of us as allies?
We're not allies. We're unholy partners. You have no choice. I need you, and you're going to have to help me.
And just, what is it that you think you can do to me if I don't?
I'm as unscrupulous as you are, Peter, when I'm pushed into a corner. I could make life very unpleasant for you, and I'd hate to have to do that.
Well, then I'm waiting to hear what it is you think you have on me.
And so am I.
Wouldn't it be awful if I told the whole world,
Kelly Catwell, for example, everything I know?
Well, go on. Say what it is, my sweet. Tell us what it is that's going to make Peter cooperate with you. And I just hope to God I can't guess what it is.
So good to see you, Daddy.
I'm glad to see you too, honey. I missed you, baby. You look great.
Thanks.
Did you have a good time?
Oh, Daddy, Hollywood was wonderful, and I wouldn't have come home if it wasn't for school.
Jade, I'm working in the school cafeteria so you can go to Lyman Prep.
I know, Mom, and I appreciate it. I just said I'd rather be in Hollywood.
It's a good school. I'm glad she was accepted, even though it's expensive.
Sure. But there's plenty of time for Hollywood after you graduate, honey.
I guess. Well, let's sit down. You are going to stay for dinner, aren't you?
Well, I don't want to put anyone out.
Come on, Daddy, in celebration of my being home.
We have enough food if you'd like to stay.
Well, sure. I've never turned down a free meal yet.
Come on, let's sit down. Gosh, Daddy, you act like such a stranger.
Well, dinner will be ready in about half an hour.
Well, that's fine. I am something of a stranger around here these days.
Daddy, you want something to drink?
Well, I wouldn't mind a beer.
Well, I'll go get it.
Come on, sit down. It's so good to have you back.
I'm glad you're back too, baby. I was kind of worried about you being all the way down there in Los Angeles.
Oh, Daddy, we had a ball. I'll get it.
I didn't know you were having company.
No, we're not.
Hi, Miss America.
Danny, hi. Come on in. You know my dad. Daddy, Danny Andrade.
Sure. How are you, Danny?
Hi, Mr. Perkins.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Mrs. Perkins.
Jay didn't tell me you were coming over.
Well, I just decided to stop by. Got used to seeing her in Hollywood.
Oh, thanks, Marissa. Danny, I want you to know I appreciate how you looked out after Jay down in L.A.
That's okay. I was happy to. I'm glad to see you back home. Jay didn't tell me that you'd come.
Well, I'm not exactly back. I'm just kind of visiting tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Danny. John, while you're here, could you fix this before I electrocute myself?
Sure, don't worry.
Danny asked me to go for a ride.
Sure. You want to go for a ride?
No, I mean so my parents can.
Oh. Jay, how'd you like to go for a ride?
A ride? Oh, terrific. You don't mind, Mom, do you?
You won't be out too late.
No, we won't.
You going out? I thought you were going to spend some time we could talk together.
Well, Daddy, I won't be long, I promise.
Oh. Okay. Guess it's okay. Drive careful now, both.
We will. Don't worry. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. So, can you fix it?
Sure, it's a cinch. If she's not going to be here, maybe I'd better go too. Huh?
You don't have to. I mean, it's all right if you want to stay a bit.
It is?
John, Jade went to so much trouble to leave us alone, I think you'd better. Anyway, you can think of dinner as payment for fixing the lamp.
Oh, thanks. You sure know how to make a guy feel welcome.
It'd be foolish to turn me into the police, Joe.
Maybe. Maybe not.
You need me to interpret it, whatever we have here.
Why?
Because you can't possibly know everything that I know. I've been trying to find the killer for 5 years. You turned me into the police, and you're giving up your best chance of ever finding out who really did it.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'm willing to take that risk. Because if I turn you in, at the very least, I'll get my name cleared.
Wouldn't count on it if I were you. May not happen that way. Oh, you can turn me in, but I'll deny I was ever at the Capwell house. In fact, since our last encounter, I have 3 friends who will swear that I was in Los Angeles when the murder occurred. So, I couldn't possibly have killed Channing.
You'll never make it stick. I don't care how many phony witnesses you have, they can be broken. If people are swearing to a lie, it can be found out. You'll never be able to pull it off.
I am trying to tell you that nobody's going to believe you. You're a proven liar. The powers in this town, the Capwells, the press, the DA's office, they're united against you. Even if you were to tell the truth, they don't want to believe you. Your only chance is finding the real killer. You have to have absolute proof that you didn't kill Channing Jr.
Maybe.
Work with me, Joe. It's the only chance you have.
Boy, it's dark out there.
Keep quiet.
What is it?
I thought I heard something.
I didn't hear anything. Wait. Yes, I do.
Somebody's coming. We can't be seen. Quick. Over there.
Out with it. What kind of a secret do you and Peter share?
Well, I've got to leave, Augusta. I can't stay here and chat with you.
Oh, it's more meaningful than a chat, Peter.
Well, I don't care what you think it is. I've got to find Kelly.
Find Kelly? What do you mean by that?
It means she's gone and I don't know where, and it's driving me crazy, and I'm going to find her.
I'll bet I know where she is.
Where?
With Joe Perkins.
Stop it.
What kind of a lover are you to be thrown over by a woman in favor of the man who killed her brother?
Augusta, knock it off.
Attaway, Augusta. Go for the jugular.
I find it fascinating. What awful thing could you have done to make the girl run away like that?
Shut up, Augusta. Just shut up and get out of here.
Don't let him talk to you that way, Augusta. Fight back.
No, I won't get out of here until you promise to help me.
Well, you're not going to get it. If you want help, go ask that husband of yours to help you.
Oh, I would if I could. But Lionel is an ineffectual man just like you are.
That does it. Shut her up, Peter.
I know why Joe Perkins isn't working for you anymore. Because your husband came home and found out what was going on.
Nothing was going on, Peter. That's your fantasy, not mine.
Were you cuckolding me, my little apricot?
You know, it's a dangerous game, Augusta. Taking lovers behind your husband's back in his own home.
Dangerous. It's war.
I could have 100 lovers. Lionel would never know the difference. He's such a fool.
A fool?
I don't think he's a fool.
That's better.
I remember the time he came out to the school. I was really impressed with how intelligent he was.
I was impressed at how ignorant you were.
I'm sure it doesn't take much to impress you.
Wasn't he a guest lecturer at UCSB in anthropology?
You bet he does. He also has honorary degrees from half a dozen different colleges.
Why are we talking about Lionel?
Because he's irresistible.
Peter, I'm just as interested in finding Joe Perkins as you are.
Why?
So you can take him to bed.
So I can get him to come back to work for us. He's much handier than my husband.
I just bet he is.
I'll ignore that.
So will I.
And you don't know where Joe Perkins is other than he's with Kelly.
If I were you, I'd forget about Joe Perkins. You don't have anything he wants.
You'd be surprised.
Augusta, stay with Lionel. You're going to find it harder and harder to get young men to work for you these days.
That is an absolute lie. She is still the most desirable woman I know. Why, she's the brightest and the most beautiful, and she can get anybody she wants. And she knows it. And I hate her for it.
A good dinner.
Glad you liked it.
You always were a good cook.
You didn't tell me very often.
There's a lot of things I didn't tell you. I've been realizing that lately. So where's Joe?
I don't know. I don't keep track of him. He comes and goes as he pleases.
Okay, I'm sorry I asked. You're so touchy.
John, it's just that I know how you feel about Joe, and well, it's upsetting. These days, Joe is he's so much like you were when we first got married. You looked like him then, and you're both such scrappers when you're really serious about something.
I don't think we should talk about Joe.
Fine. We don't have to talk about anything.
Marissa, I don't want us to get in an argument. We can get along fine until the subject of Joe comes up, and then I'd just rather we stuck to safe topics. It's been such a nice evening. I don't want to spoil it.
All right. Doesn't matter. Do you want some coffee?
Not now, thanks. So how you been doing?
Getting by. I'm glad for the job in the cafeteria. It helps.
You ever go bowling anymore?
I don't have time.
We used to have fun bowling Friday nights, remember? I haven't been in a long time either.
I remember how we used to play miniature golf with the kids. We did a lot with them.
You wouldn't know it now, but we had good times together, didn't we?
I think I'll get some fruit or something. I'm craving something sweet.
Jade sure looked swell, didn't she?
The vacation was good for her.
I'm surprised Hollywood let her get away.
I wouldn't have wanted her to stay there.
She'll turn out to be somebody. You just watch. What would you think about going again sometime?
Going where?
Bowling. We could if you wanted to.
Oh, I don't know, John. I'll be working a lot, and I don't even know what the hours are.
Oh. Well, it's nice having dinner here this evening. Good home-cooked meal. Get kind of tired eating out.
I suppose so. I guess you could call.
Huh?
About bowling.
You mean you'd like to?
I don't know. It might be a change to get out. You know, like that. I think it's over there. Bring your flashlight so we can see. It's over there.
With the spot in it?
Yeah.
There's nothing here.
Wait, get one there. Let me see. I saw them. What's here to do? It's empty.
Whoever broke into your apartment must have figured out a way to get here, too.
Why? It was all I had left. I can't believe this.
Listen, whoever did it wasn't trying to hurt you. Most likely they were looking for information about Channing's killer. Unless it was the killer. Trying to suppress evidence. The point is, nobody's trying to find out anything about your personal life. You should remember that.
What does it matter? Who's ever got those letters knows everything.
The point is, you... What was that? I thought I heard something. It was probably just a raccoon. I don't see any point in hanging around here, do you?
No, I don't think so.
Why don't we go back to your place?
Cruz, I don't really feel like company.
That's cool. I won't stay long. I just want to make sure you're all right.
Thanks.
That was close.
Yeah, let's get out of here before somebody else comes along.
You're not gonna turn me in, are you, Joe?
I gave you my word. I haven't lied to you yet.
Okay, I'll find out where Kelly is for you. I'm sure I can do that.
I hope so. Let's go to my buddy's houseboat. He gave me a key.
Is it safe there?
Yeah, he's on our side.
Well, the sooner the better.
And I met this producer, and he really liked me. And he said to me, how would you like to have a screen test? And I said, sure, why not? And I could have been in a couple movies, but my mom said I should come home and finish school first.
Well, are you going to go back?
Well, after school, yeah. I mean, that's going to be my career.
I can't believe you were gone for 6 weeks.
Yeah, Why, did it seem longer?
I didn't even know you were away.
Oh, that's terrific. I'm glad you noticed. I didn't miss you either. Warren! Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Well, thanks for the drink. Jade, I see you're holding court again.
It's nice to be back.
Jade, you want to sit down or what?
Yeah, just a second. I want to say hello to Warren.
You already said hi to him.
What's the matter, Andrade? Sit if you want to sit. Look, Jade, I got something to show you. You're gonna freak when you see this. What do you think?
It's wild. What is it?
It's a fertility mask from the islands. Dad brought it for me. The natives wear it when they have their tribal dances to make sure the tribe increases, if you know what I mean.
Never heard of a fertility mask before. Does it really work?
I don't know. Never needed one.
Oh, man.
Hey, what can I say? Some of us have it and some of us don't.
Jade, are we going to sit down or are we going to stand here all night and play Halloween?
All right, Grouchy, we'll sit down. Warren, why don't you come sit with us?
Sounds good.
I bet you that it was Joe. I bet you Joe broke into my apartment and ransacked it. And I bet you that he took the things out of the gazebo.
No matter what happens, people can't wait to blame Joe Perkins for it. I mean, what did you do with those 5 years he was in prison? Who'd you blame for things then?
You're always defending him.
What's a personality quirk of mine? Strange one. I defend my friends.
This is very upsetting to me.
Nothing's missing.
Nothing? Oh, no. Just very personal letters that I wrote to Channing that weren't meant to be read.
Look, I know you cared for Channing. It's funny how we tend to idealize the first person we cared for. It's like we always remember that first puppy love as perfect.
It's not puppy love. It was real.
Yeah, it always seems real the first time.
Cruz, you'll never understand. I loved Channing very much. He was my soulmate. I'd have done anything for him. I was happy when I got up in the morning that I was going to see him, and I was happy at night when I had been with him. We felt each other even when we were apart.
I guess when you fall, you really fall hard, huh?
I guess.
So much love, and all of it bottled up inside since Channing died. I don't know how you stand it. Seems to me you need to find some other kind of outlet for it.
I've tried. I love my work.
I was thinking of a human outlet, like another man, for instance.
What I had with Channing was the best. What could I hope for with anyone else?
Something different. Just as good, but different.
No. Not possible. Channing was my whole life. Lovable, dependable.
I think you could find somebody else lovable and dependable, as long as you don't close your mind to the possibility. One thing I want you to know, Joe Perkins is my friend, and I do want to help him. But I would never, ever betray you or work against you. I care about you, too. A lot. In my own way.
Cruz, please don't say any more.
No, I got to. It's time I told you, and it's time you listened. Channing isn't the only man who ever wanted you. And for your sake, he better not be the only man you ever want.
Can't you put that gun away?
No. Go there and sit down. Go on, sit down. I want to keep an eye on you.
Can I look at that stuff with you? I've been waiting as long as you have.
Yeah. No one's ever even known about this stuff till now. This could be exactly what we've needed. What's this?
That's it.
Looks like hair. Real soft hair.
Here, just let me take a look at it.
Go ahead. Santana really adored Channing, didn't she? She's poured her heart out here.
Read it out loud.
I didn't realize they'd gotten this involved.
Well, they were involved. She was pregnant by him.
I was just reading that. How do you know about that?
I told you I know a lot more than you do.
She gave the baby boy up for adoption.
Not voluntarily.
No. No, she said C.C. Capwell forced her to do it. Yeah, of course. Right. No wonder Santana hates me so much. She not only thinks I killed the man she loved, but the man who fathered her child.
That's right.
That hair in that envelope. That must be her baby's.
I think so.
Well, you won't be sorry you came back. It's going to be a wild fall. There are already so many parties lined up that it's almost impossible to keep it straight.
Ah, that sounds like fun.
Well, I hope you plan on attending some of them with me.
I might, if you ask me.
Well, I don't think there'll be any problem with that. Jade.
Wait a second, Danny. What are your plans?
Well, I like to keep my plans flexible. I like it like that. Jade.
What is it, Danny?
We have to go home now.
Why now?
Because it's getting late and we have school tomorrow morning. And I told your parents I wouldn't have you out late.
No, you didn't. I said we'd be home soon. That could mean anything.
Look, man, if you want to go home and get your beauty sleep, go ahead. Don't worry about Jade. I'll make sure she gets home all right. I brought her. I'm responsible for her.
He's right. Come on, then. I gotta get going.
Well, sorry to lose you, kid. But I'm sure we'll be seeing you around soon.
Terrific. Night, Warren.
Can we just go, please?
Just a minute.
What?
What's the matter with you?
What do you mean?
Why are you acting like this? What's gotten into you?
Nothing's gotten into me. I don't like Warren Lockridge. I never have. And this summer doesn't change that.
Sound like you don't like me either.
That's not true. I just don't happen to like standing around watching Warren Lockridge come on to you while you stand there eating it up.
Danny, I mean, you don't own me.
Own you? Did I say that? Own you?
Danny, ever since you saved me from that producer, you act like I belong to you. I don't.
I don't own you. We've been through a lot together. I mean, we practically lived together all summer. We've shared a lot. I thought maybe you cared a little bit more now.
Danny, I do care for you. A little bit.
Oh, it's very funny.
Danny, I'm just kidding. I mean it. You're so brave and you're really fun to be with. Well, most of the time. I just don't like it when you're real possessive.
You make me crazy sometimes.
Well, I don't do it on purpose, Danny. I just want you to be my good friend.
Friend? As in buddies?
Yeah. I want you to be my very, very, very good friend. Understand?
No.
Well, keep working on it. It'll come to you.
Oh. You scared the life out of me.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're going to have to leave.
Can't we just finish the champagne?
Why do I have to leave?
Because Peter may want to use this room to watch Mason and the bankers, and they're going to be here any minute.
Oh, no, you got to keep Peter busy. You have to divert him, because I want to keep my eye on Mason and the bankers. If I don't keep an eye on what they're doing, I could lose a very valuable piece of property.
Well, I will try my best, Lionel, but I can't promise.
Honey, you could charm the venom out of a cobra.
How's it going in there?
No, I don't know. It's very interesting, but my wife behaves differently when I'm not with her.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be watching.
I wouldn't miss this for the world. I just wish I weren't separated by this piece of glass. Sometimes I feel like going through it. And sometimes I feel like just telling her I love her.
Well, I'm sure you'll get a chance to do all of that later.
I don't know what's going to happen later.
I know right now I've got to get Peter out of there before those others arrive.
I'd make quick work of that champagne.
Don't rush me, Peter. I don't work as fast as you do.
Oh, Veronica, come on in.
I'm sorry, Mr. Flint, but the gentlemen who are going to use this room tonight, they're going to be here any minute.
Yeah, we were just winding up. Oh, this is Augusta Lockridge.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do? I know you. You're Peter's secretary.
Yes, I am.
I'd recognize you anywhere, behind a desk, on a street corner.
You never wear that kind to other beautiful women, darling.
We'll be right out, Veronica.
All right. Nice meeting you, Mrs. Lockridge. I'll be waiting for you out in the hall, Mr. Flint.
Okay, fine. Let me have your glass. I'm going to put things back the way I found them.
That is not counting Kelly, of course. Peter, have you been playing office with your pretty secretary while Kelly's been out of town?
Well, in spite of what you might think, Augusta, I've been completely faithful to Kelly.
Completely faithful. Well, that is a relative term.
Well, it might seem funny to you, but you ought to try it sometime. Who knows? You might enjoy the novelty of it.
Oh, save the protestations for Kelly. I'm sure she's naive enough to be taken in by them.
All right, Augusta. You just wait till I get home tonight. All hell is going to break loose.
I'm so glad we had a chance to meet, Veronica.
Thank you, Mrs. Lockridge.
I think someday we should get together and talk about Peter. Maybe over lunch.
Here's the elevator, Augusta.
Well, hope to see you soon, Peter. Hear from you soon.
Nice seeing you again.
Bye.
Oh, is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure the tape recorder was working properly.
Oh, well, no need to bother. I've already checked. Everything is just fine.
You're sure?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I was just in there. Besides, I'm going to be taking some notes, remember?
Okay. Listen, you're with Mason tonight. I want you to handle him very carefully. Do whatever it takes to please him. It's very important, Veronica.
I know. I hate Mason, but I'll do my best.
I know it's difficult for you, but this is no time to worry about personal feelings. There's too much at stake.
I haven't let you down yet, have I?
No, you haven't. Oh, well, here they are now. Mason, we were just talking about you.
Peter, Veronica.
Veronica, would you please show Mason and his guest into the presidential suite?
Oh, I'd be happy to. Right this way, gentlemen.
Woman?
The enemy has finally arrived.
I'm so anxious to go. Why don't we go?
I just want to talk to you for a minute.
Now?
Yes. We'll sit down here and we'll talk calmly for a minute, okay?
Warren sees us. He's going to wonder what we're still doing here.
Look, Warren Lockridge right now is the least of my worries. I don't want us going home tonight feeling the way we do. I want to make you happy, Jimmy. And you're not happy tonight.
You're right, Danny. I've just been thinking a lot, and if you want to know the truth, I'm really scared about what's going to happen in my future.
Scared about what?
Danny, look at my mom. She's had such a hard life. I don't want mine to turn out that way.
There's no chance that it would.
But it could, Danny. Think of my mom and I panic. You don't know all the sacrifices she's made for Joe and Amy and me. And now she's working in the cafeteria at Lyman Prep just so I can go there.
That's great that she would do that.
For some reason or another, we were just never able to put enough money aside to get ahead. And I don't want it to be that way for me, Danny. I don't want to spend my whole life strapped for money.
You're so young. Why are you so impatient?
Danny, you have to be impatient. If you aren't, suddenly it's too late. I want the whole world to know who Jade Perkins is. I don't want to spend my whole life stuck in a rut.
Nobody does.
Danny, somehow it happens. Look at my dad. He's stuck just like my mom. I look at the kids and my friends at school, and they all seem to have more opportunities than I do. Danny, I have big dreams. And I'm going to make them come true, not just give up on them.
I know. I understand.
Do you?
You're not the only one who thinks like that. I have dreams also.
What kind of dreams?
Lots. I dream about owning my own business, about, having a family, a wife, and kids. Lots of kids. I love kids. You want to hear a really far-out dream?
What?
If I could be anything I wanted to be, I would want to be a famous athlete like Fernando Valenzuela. My dreams would come true. Because I wouldn't just want them to happen. I would work at them to happen.
I hope so.
Do you want to know another dream? Far more important one?
What?
You.
Me?
that we would be more than just friends. I mean, if you don't know it, Jade, I really care a lot about you. I didn't just come rushing in that day to your rescue because I'm your buddy. Buddies, I let die in situations.
Danny, that's really sweet. It really is.
And the auction is being held for the sole purpose of disposing of the Lockridge beachfront property. So I want you gentlemen to understand the situation because I need your help.
Well, as I told you on the phone, Mr. Capwell, we'll be happy to do what we can.
Is it Lockridge property or not?
No, it's not. I thought it was. You see, there was a time when most of that ocean frontage was owned by G.P. Cuzzoni. Just before he died, he started to deed the property over to the Lockridges, but the deed was improperly drawn. So now the Cuzzoni Foundation actually owns the property. Their people are the ones who, at my request, have arranged this private auction. Lockridge will have a chance to buy the property, as will I. Cuzzoni Foundation wants nothing more than to divest themselves of the property as quickly as possible.
I see. You seem very pleased.
Well, there's nothing secret about my motive. I want nothing more than to outbid the Lockridges and turn the property over to my father.
I used to think you were only a rat, Mason. Now I know you're a full-fledged sleaze.
Yeah, as I said, the Cuzzoni Foundation wants to dispose of the property, so as you know, all the proceeds will go to charity.
I'm sure the Cuzzoni Foundation won't part with it cheaply.
No, I don't expect so. And I'm sure Lionel will probably try to outbid me on it. So I'm asking your bank to provide me with enough capital that I'm able to outbid him at any level.
You want to go head-to-head with me? Show your daddy what a big boy you are? Well, you're going to be sorry.
You know, the irony is that Lockridge could have prevented all of this if he'd simply been a better businessman. Instead, he's out gallivanting all over the world instead of staying home and taking care of what belongs to him. So he's getting what he deserves, gentlemen. Life tends to balance out that way.
Would you please excuse me for a minute, Mr. Capwell?
Well, sure, bro.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to kill him.
In front of witnesses?
Oh, hey, that son of a beachfront property thief doesn't deserve to live.
Lionel, please lower your voice.
You think I'm just going to stand by idly while he robs me of everything I care about in the world?
No, you will get revenge later. Now is not the time. This is just not going to work right for you.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
Lord, this place smells like a winery.
Look at that smug brat in there.
You'll have plenty of time to figure out how to get back at him later.
You know, I have two things to take care of.
Two?
First thing is Mason Capwell, and the second is my wife. But I think I will take care of the second problem first.
Oh, you're in no condition to drive.
You're absolutely right, my dear. I have more respect for my fellow drivers and pedestrians in it. I have ordered a car. And now I'm going home to where the deer and the antelope and my wife play.
I'll see you to the elevator.
Just kidding.
You may not understand this, but I have certain passions that have taken over and rule my life now.
We're all ruled by certain passions, aren't we?
Not like I am. I don't have any room in my heart or in my life for anyone else. At least not at the moment.
You know, baby, you're crazy.
Possibly.
You cannot stop a man from caring about you, from wanting you just the way you are. Passions and all. A lot of that's what makes you so desirable.
I didn't mean to mislead you.
I don't need to be misled. I can get lost all by myself. Look, let me help you. I can do a lot for you, you know. Everybody needs somebody they can trust, somebody they can lean on. It ain't no good to always be going it alone. Just let down your defenses for once. You may be glad you did.
I could be sorry, too. Even worse, you could be sorry.
I'm willing to take that chance if you are. What do you say?
This entry is dated 10 days before Channing was killed. He writes, I've discovered something that's too terrible to even think about.
Is that all?
This one was written 5 days before he died. I can't believe it. How can it be true? God, Channing must have discovered something horrible. It's got to be tied in with his murder.
Bacon, are you home? Lionel?
Augusta, sweetheart, where are you? Where is my little Miss Derriere tonight?
I'm in the bedroom, darling.
I'm so glad. I couldn't wait to get home and see my angel, my teacher, my tender comrade, my wife, my moonbeam and nightingale.
Are you all right, Lionel?
I'm coming closer, my darling. Closer and closer. I'm going to give you a big, ineffectual kiss when I reach you. I'm going to give you many things. Daddy's home.
The next to last entry in here says, the truth of what I've found is going to destroy all of us. He was right about that. It did destroy him. Who else could it destroy?
We've got to find out what Channing knew.
Whatever it was, he was killed for it.
Probably so. Isn't there more?
There's one more entry. It's probably going to tell us.
Read it.
Have you ever stopped to think what might happen to us if we do find out?
We have to know. Can you put that down now without looking?
No. He wrote, it could destroy all of us.
Read it, Joe.